get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Rose. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 22. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Nixon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get the guy's man complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for Seattle.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced it.
Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got room. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
These two teams all tied after one.
Ready?
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Wilson on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Touchdown, Seahawks! Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
They go play action with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. He's stiff on touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Seattle. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert. 53.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. In your face. Jam.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike, 53.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Mixon with a first down and more. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
Now it's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
27. Evan McPherson kicking off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Check the back.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Seahawks 34.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
3 yards remain for second down. Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now it's Wilson. On target over the middle to Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check back 27. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Kill.
Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From midfield now, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Peterson.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, Wilson. It's Hill, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Wilson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. He had Emmitt Smith.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Wilson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again is Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On third down, Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Russell. Up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, 49. Check 49. Almost special.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Bengals 59, Seahawks 55. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here we go with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1.